Alright, so you're wandering through the internet. Entertainment levels are low. You both are about to die of boredom. What do you want to do?
I look for a cool new podcast.
Yeah, and I assist. Alright, give me an investigation check. Oh yeah, and roll with advantage.
Dear Bond's Journal, it's Keo here. I don't know what to think anymore, but you're lucky, so maybe you can help me out. We had a rough day. Goblins, falling with rocks, senseless violence. I don't know what they were thinking. They didn't land too well. And Kinian, I don't know this dude. I mean, he's a half-orc like Chanton was. We should be friends, but he keeps messing things up. He is handy in a battle. Well, till he turns on you. Did some cool stuff, though. Hidden buildings. Turned invisible. Here's hoping things look up. At least we won.
You were in the middle of a meeting with Nestra and Brickleworm and Polani. Nestra was explaining to you that there's a giant problem. So, quite literally, a giant problem.
Giant problem with giants.
Yes. So, I am not going to risk that. That's very hot. She says, now, if you could remove these giants for me, I would be very appreciative.
While this is going on, Kyo, he has the doll that everyone said not to pick up, and then he has his rock Aelin. And he's like, with the doll, he's like, I'm a giant, and then he's like, Aelin, attack, giants!
That's awesome. So Kyo's sitting at the table like he just doing the kids playing with dolls thing, and she kind of gives you the side eye, and she looks back at everybody and says, anyways, what I was saying is I would be very grateful. And she claps, and two humans come walking in from a side room carrying, lugging this chest and put it up on the table just with a big thump. Some coins spill out from the chest. She says, this treasure chest will be yours, plus a little something. And she looks up at a wall to the side of you guys, and on that wall is mounted a spear that's in a jagged shape, and she just kind of slyly looks back at you all.
Lightning bolt kind of shape?
Kind of.
Like a lightning bolt shape?
Kind of like a lightning bolt. And
Manette is curious about this chest. So he lifts it up and looks at the bottom to see who made it.
This very heavy chest that two humans walk in. And so you lift it up, and it gets to the top, and it's like... And you hear a... And Palami's just sitting there oh.
I lean forward and interrupt, and I say, do we get what's in the chest?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And she says, now, here's what you need to know. Brickleworm has been able to gather some information, and it turns out that there's been a few towns that have complaining. They've been complaining that the water levels dropped low at the start of the season, and then the giants started attacking. These towns are Beliard, Wormford, and Ulevin. They've been complaining of these giant attacks, and based on the size, frequency, and distance apart from these attacks of these towns, we believe there are a pretty good mixture of forces at this location. We're calling it Groothaug. If you don't know, I'm kind of a giant connoisseur, and I understand a little bit of their language, so it's kind of cute. It's a river mound, so that's why we call it Girardot.
While this happens, Kyo has his giant doll go, that's a good hog. And then Aelin, his rock, says, no, not the pigs!
God damn it. You know what, Ben? I'm giving you inspiration for that.
I thought you were an adult.
Sure.
You said you were 7.
7.5 now. I'm getting old.
Well done.
Kyo looks seriously over at Bob and says, just because I'm no longer youthful doesn't mean I can't play. This is an important form of storytelling of my people.
And then you go back like, oh no!
Kobolds are the best! They're like dragons!
You start taking the clothes off the doll like any little kid would.
Yeah.
You see me adjust my eye wrappings to cover my ears. Nope.
She says, we believe there's a good mixture of orcs, hobgoblins, goblins, and hill giants at this location. What we need you to do is drive away the giants and destroy the dam that they've created. I will warn you that those who we've sent before did not make it within a mile before they heard the gongs of Girardot and security was raised. As soon as security is raised, all hope is basically lost. There are many, many units here. Well, I hope you guys are able to complete this. It would be an awful shame if we were to continue to live on like this. As you've seen, these attacks do a lot of damage to my city, and it's been really killing my trade industry as well. We're about at wit's end with these giants. So
We'll take care of the problem.
all right. We've had scouts, like I've said, go out to Girardot, and I have provided you all with a map of the establishment. I need you to try and find a way to do this with as little repercussions to us as possible, especially if you were to fail. I really can't have this come back to Yartar. She looks at you all, quite pleased with herself and with her offering. She claps her hands again 3 times. The humans come in and take the chest from Minette's hands, and they take it off into the other room, and then she basically departs, leaving you with
So we had time
basically
to look at the
final
map.
readings.
a
Yes,
little
she's
bit.
left you a map.
So this dam is pretty damn huge.
Yes, yes.
Bunch.
But
Before she leaves, I'm going to ask her how she was hoping that we would be able to demo something this large.
Looks like it's made out of wood.
From our reports, yes, it has been reported that it is of hobgoblin make, and so it's probably mud cement with wood. As far as demoing it, dealer's choice. I really am not sure. Oh, speaking of that, if you get a chance, you should go check out the Golden Goose, which is on the Grand Dame, just up on the main.
We're aware.
Oh, fantastic!
They have the best entertainment.
Yes, they do. It's very, very nice, and they're very classy people. You should meet Pow. She's a very nice lady.
A tear wells up in Kyo's eye.
She says, "Well, is that all of your questions? Otherwise, I'll leave you to plan.
Yeah.
All right. And she gives a curt nod and exits the room and just kind of leaves it for you. There are drinks aplenty. There is food all over the place, and there is the basic accommodations for a feast. So you can take a short or long rest if you want, and start coming up with a attack plan.
Let's take a long rest. With a sleight of hand of very good.
Very good, me. Very good.
Well done,
Sleight
sir.
of hand of 22. How much silverware can Kyo steal?
Well, a lot. Everybody else's perception passive is Kyo, your passive is 0?
Or 10.
Oh, okay.
Negative 10!
Sorry,
Holy
that's 10, 10, 11, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, everybody's passive is below 20, so all of it.
Yeah, well, I don't
As
want
much
all
as you
of that.
want.
As much as I want.
You're just gonna casually steal silverware?
Yes.
Where are you, Manette? Not Manette.
Hey.
The guy
Yeah.
from the last
Yeah,
campaign.
the last campaign.
He's decided he doesn't like these people, so it's okay.
Crap, I even forgot who that was.
Yeah, Step of the Wind, or no, it
Oh,
was
Swifty. Yeah.
Swifty.
Anyways.
Swiftly like the wind. So Staravash says, well, if you want, I am a hobgoblin, and it is hobgoblin make. I could go scope the place out.
Sure you're not gonna just go buy another whore?
How did you know?
She's a nice lady.
She was a nice lady. Don't call Joanne that. we had a moment.
It's canon now.
I'm sure you did have a moment.
Joanna. He says, I mean, we might be able to do that. She did say a mile. They weren't able to get in within a mile. And you're talking about driving the ship up there. Like, that's huge.
Well, my thought here
These
is
are people on the ground and they could see them.
we split the party.
Oh.
We have
What's the Forgotten Realms equivalent of C4?
hang on.
There's
Here we go,
explosives in
guys. We have Kinian, Tin, and Kyo take the ship.
No. I can go with Staravash.
No, wait. You'll like this. Listen to my plan.
Turn into a goblin.
You guys go with the ship, okay? You go way up high, come kind of floating down until you can see it real well, and push over oil barrels. Kyo, you shoot the oil barrels right when they hit the dam. Do some damage.
David's just like, yeah, well, at least I don't make them jokes.
I was gonna say it's pun Nick here.
At least my sex life ain't a joke.
I don't think we should commit genocide against goblins, especially since
Again, do we know if for sure
That's what
if
the
they
other
have
party
any
would do.
if they have any prisoners or not?
well they've enslaved goblins.
Staravash, Manette, and I will go on ground to get out any
And she's-
hostages.
She did say that they've been attacking at least 3 towns, and I would kind of assume they're taking some sort of spoils. Who knows with hill giants, though, the stupid beasts.
Remember what they did to the Deepfoot clan?
Yes.
Not these ones, but those other
And me,
Yeah.
but I mean those were fire giants.
Yeah.
A wee bit smarter.
I don't think we should blow it up until we've gone through. Make sure we can get everyone out that we want.
I kind of agree with that. And we might be able to turn some more hobgoblins or goblins. Not all of us are bad.
Yeah, but apparently the good ones have
Kyo's
problems with money.
Kyo's like, preach on, Staravash. I know all about these racist problems.
150 gold pieces for bombs. Gunpowder kegs are 250.
Dynamite.
Dynamite has no cost.
It's free.
Okay.
No, it's not free. It's just not
Yes.
in here.
Perfect.
I will make that shit up. Dynamite. But the gunpowder kegs.
They really don't have.
So
Already
do
last
we
time we had
know
1410.
why previous expeditions have always been detected within a mile?
No, because they've always turned back.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, we could kind of sneak up from the side and cross the river. I've got control water and water walk.
Ooh.
We could also just...
What about water breathing?
You got any water breathing?
Nope.
We could go up to like Navy SEALs. Not that we know what Navy SEALs are.
You can just be regular seals.
Good God, guys.
Goddamn seals!
So
Why
have we been made aware of exactly what the prayer beads are capable of? We know that we have
Yes.
the gaseous form
Yeah.
at our disposal.
Yep.
Okay.
I like that because that gives us a ton of range, and we're basically undetectable that way.
Yeah.
We're just a gas cloud. Like
We could get right up to...
people would maybe think it's odd that a gas cloud is moving. Is
They
that
won't
effective?
question
But it could be a
much,
low
though.
fog, especially if you time it right with
Yeah.
go in the
Time
morning.
with the morning.
Yeah.
Survival check.
I've got an idea too.
Yeah.
what is it?
So
It's the form of
we
light.
could have Stairvash hire a couple of mercs and create a distraction off somewhere not quite the same way we are, and then all their scouts and whatever sort of alarm system they have that detects people at a mile out would go off for them. They run up as close as they feel is necessary, then run away while we sneak in.
Or so when the other parties were detected, was there like clear indication that they were detected? Like
There's a gong. She said there was a
Gongs.
gong. Yep,
And they heard
and that there was a
mile
lot of units taking stations.
did they care to stick around and view what happened? Did the security actually go to where they were detected even after they'd left?
They don't know.
Kyo raises his hand excitedly, and he pulls out a piece of paper and he starts writing frantically. And he has a sign that says, "Slaves, rise up against your masters."
Oh no.
And it has a picture of little stick people like with pitchforks. And he says, "Okay, so gaseous form sounds cool, and water walking sounds cool. So we can gaseous form, and then they can fly over with the ship and drop a bunch of these, and
Psyops.
then we come in across the water, and
I mean, you could
the
also
slave rebellion."
you could also fly over and just drop a bunch of pamphlets about how everybody
Yeah.
I think just coming up from the lakeside, because if they were expecting anything, they would probably expect approach from the ground. So, coming in from the lake, get onto the docks, get inside from there, and then just start
on a
taking out people as we go
spell
through.
mechanics thing we could do. I don't think water walk is concentration. Right?
So why don't we have
So we could
Sirvash
actually
do his
do the
thing
both.
on the path, then visibly walk away.
Well, water
They
walk.
drop their guard, we gas up.
Well, wind walk is not concentration either because it lasts for 8 hours, and we can. It takes 1 minute to change forms, but we can change back to cloud form. Like we can go between human and normal and cloud form. But yeah, I can also do wind walk. That's
Q likes the idea of becoming human. He hasn't tried that yet.
yeah. Go through,
So we have
kill all the bad guys, rescue all the prisoners, and
So is there a plan? A solid plan? So Stairvash says. So what am I going to do?
Do we want him to distract or no?
You see me get up and start to leave the room.
Why? Where are you going?
What?
Dude, where are you going?
Oh, kill some giants.
Now wait.
Yeah, you go ahead. We'll catch up.
I'll go with you. I'll go with him, Bon.
No.
We'll go to the ship and start getting it prepped.
It's not safe.
Well, it's not safe.
Kenyan.
Why isn't Kinian safe?
I leave.
I follow. Well, Staravash wouldn't say that out loud, but Staravash follows.
So Kenyan's axe might be cursed, and it made him attack us.
Face is cursed.
Thinking maybe just taking it away from him?
He really doesn't want to do that because it's like a family heirloom thingamajig.
Family heirlooms are no good. They're nothing but trouble.
Sorry, I didn't know better.
Family.
Sorry.
What's an heirloom? I mean, I know what a regular loom is.
It's like a really light loon, light as air.
Yeah?
Heirloom.
Okay.
I think we should wait for dawn and just go.
So
I guess we can see what Kenyan and what they're all gonna do, but
really quick aside. Staravash and Kinian are walking to the ship, and they see the crew starting to hang up the safety line.
oh.
They've been working on it through the night, and you see it's coming along almost exactly how you planned, Kinian.
I turn to Staravash and I say, "This pleases me. Tell the group to meet me in Groodhog," and I headbutt him to knock him out.
Okay,
What?
strength check. I do a con save.
How's a 38 for athletics?
Loaded ass dice.
White covers the vision of Staravash, and he just crumples right there in the street. So back to you guys.
Dice are so loaded.
It's his abilities.
As an aside, all the silverware is gone now.
So
Were we eating? Because that would be hilarious if we
yeah, you guys would have
Put your foot down for 1 second, and then it's gone. And you're like,
Kyo's sitting there like with the mage hand, just like
His bag of holding is like.
It's probably just a couple pounds. The whole
Yeah,
egg.
yeah.
It's important for future stuff.
Okay, so what are we
It's
doing?
not that cool. But
I like the windwalk idea,
Yeah.
in part because when we're in that form, we can go through and scout the place really well.
so.
we should go at night.
Night's also a good idea.
We can scare them.
So, real quick, now that we've got a kind of portion of a plan, where do you guys want to enter in from?
I would say from the docks.
From the North Docks?
Yeah.
Alright.
Kinian, did you just like take the ship and gone? Like, bye?
Potentially.
We're talking about you guys right now.
Yeah. You'll see.
I split the party.
You all have come up with a decently solid plan, hinging on having a ship, and you hear a odd noise coming from overhead. You hear the ship's bell, the fog bell, bring, 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 and you hear like the creaking of a ship and like ropes and stuff like that. Just overhead. Outside, out through the door, this broken door, you can see against the deep black sky this balloon that's lit up by some of the leftover fire buildings that are on fire, and it's your ship floating away.
He kidnapped Supper.
Well, in
What
that case,
the-
he
I'm
also
not sure I
kidnapped
finished the
Nigeria.
engine, but okay.
I run out and I see Staravash on the ground and I shake him and I go, Staravash, did the bad man hurt you?
Oh my god.
Staravash is out. He is crazy out.
He cast a sleeping spell
You heal him?
Yep.
Just he comes to, he's Kinian, where is he?
Gone.
It's okay, you're safe.
He says, Kinian said he was taking the ship and to tell you guys. He said to meet you at Girardot.
The heck?
I don't know why he headbutted me. Must be an orc thing.
You guys need to learn how to be part of a team.
Okay, so it's nighttime?
Yes.
Sounds like nighttime.
Still night. Yes.
How far away is Girardot?
Girardot is a distance and a half. So the Water Baron is able to give you a little information on this. She says that Girardot is roughly 200 miles to the south.
Okay.
You said 300 feet?
That's a lot of feet.
Just
Isn't it like 2,961 feet to a mile?
Kinian is going west. He has no clue where Girardot is.
Are Faerun miles the same as Earth miles?
Yes.
Alright, so it's 5,280 feet.
Oh.
How far away is Kinian?
He's
And how many?
the ship only moves 10 miles
feet?
per hour, so I mean you can almost run and keep up with it. It'll outpace you by a little bit, but
Oh, I moved that.
right, you'll be fine. So how far is it right now?
Yeah.
Over 300 feet.
It's nighttime.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
If I cast Windwalk now
Go again.
with my prayer beads,
Mhm.
at dawn, my prayer bead would restore, so I could use it that next evening again if I wanted to.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna cast Windwalk now.
Okay.
That gives you,
10
feet
the
of
four of
flying,
us.
Right?
300 feet of flying.
Yeah.
Around.
That's awesome.
Let's go catch him.
All right.
Yeah, we have
so,
a flying speed now, so
We catch
can-
up to him in
Yeah.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
No, sorry. It's 6 seconds per round. And it's 18 rounds.
Not even.
Not even. Yeah. 300 feet per second is close to 300 miles per hour. So
300.
So your rough conversions are, yeah, you're
We
fine.
catch him.
You're fine. You catch him quite quickly.
I have no idea that they're on the boat.
Yeah. You guys come in as a cloud, right? It's a mist.
It's a great test of what we're gonna do.
Yeah. You guys come in as a mist, like this ghostly fog that rolls over the deck, and
Takes a
Kinian.
couple minutes.
The fog wraps around your ankles and then like opens up into a circle, and then the party like forms out of this mist. Like the mist goes into a like bipedal form and then starts to solidify, almost like a cloud turning into a human.
Don't we each get to pick when we become. Or is it all determined by the prison cast?
And we get to
No.
pick. He's
Staravash
just
is-
DMing.
Yeah, Staravash is like, "Hey, Kinian,"
Come on!
and he headbutts you. Nat 20.
And I had a 19.
So the tables have turned.
So if it's contested athletics,
No, it's just to make sure that you're not. It's Constitution. It's to make sure you don't pass out.
well, I rolled a 19, so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just fine.
I stay gaseous.
And he's got a +3, so 23. So yeah, you it's become a handshake now.
And Staravash loses on.
Yeah. So he kind of does it like really cool. Like he forms from this cloud, and as soon as he can talk, he's like, "Hey, Kinian," and he just headbutts you. And when he headbutts you, you just like you kind of move just slightly, and you look at him like, "Hey, Staravash," and he's like, "Oh," and he's trying to shake off a headache now.
Like, how did you guys get?
I turned to you and be like, dude, why'd you ditch us like that?
I was trying to protect you.
From?
My curse.
Hey, what about us? And Lucky's like standing there trying to drive the ship. Like, were you gonna protect us, boss?
I was protecting you guys for sure.
Oh, thanks, boss.
No, I wasn't.
I saw that, boss.
I was winking with the wrong eye again.
Eyes on the sky.
So just pro tip. There's these things called words. So if you think that you're going to protect us by doing this, you should talk with us first so we can either agree or tell you you're completely, totally wrong. And then you can still be part of the party and we can all kick ass.
My apologies. It probably won't happen again.
Well, Tin, you're a cleric, right? You can remove curses, right?
Well, I did remove the curse when Kenyon was berserking more than his normal berserking, but I don't think I removed it from the item itself. I'm not that powerful.
Well, there you go. Just stay near her, and if you feel like, committing murder or something,
To your allies.
Don't.
He starts tapping her on the shoulder now.
You start hearing, when you try your best, but you won't succeed. Cue the music. Oh, it's a heartfelt
Coldplay
moment.
is totally a thing in Faerun.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm at least going the right direction, right, guys?
No.
Oh.
if you choose to include us, you're going in the right direction.
Aww.
Bon.
But the
This
ship
fly-
But the
needs
ship
flying's
needs
cool.
the ship needs to change heading. It was south, right?
Yes.
South.
Hey,
Yes.
Lucky.
South.
Aye. Listen to Manette.
South.
Lower the safety line. I get up in the safety line to take a nap.
Oh, okay.
my
So
my
this
dynamic.
safety line, think of this safety line as two hammocks connected to the mast, basically, and each end of the hammock, one is on the mast, and one is on the bow, and one is on the stern. So front and back of the ship.
Did they get
when-
Kyo's crow's nest set up?
Yes. What was Kyo's crow's nest?
He was gonna put a little platform on top of the balloon.
I think it already had
Oh.
one.
Yes, it's done. I don't know.
They might have had that up top, but
Yeah,
Kyo-
if it was
Kyo
there,
took his
they just
nest.
paint it with like white paint that says Kyo's crow's nest.
And that goes into the engine room, makes sure that all the stuff that he was in progress of is kind of working.
It's
Seems to be working.
kind of working, very kind of. But something that you remember is that you guys scored a decanter of endless water, which should be able to give you guys enough steam to basically propel the ship. So you got that going for you.
yeah. So you're gonna swap out the alchemy jug for the decanter.
Probably. Beer's more important.
Mayo for everyone. I mean beer.
Yeah.
How's Nymeria when I check on her?
She's good. She's well fed, and currently she was napping. Now she is very excited to see you. Yes.
Is Boris seasick?
Is Boris seasick? Boris is probably the most seafaring horse you've met.
But he is airsick because we're in
Yes,
the air.
exactly. Yes. If this was the sea, Boris would be doing. But he's not doing so hot.
No.
A little green in the face.
I don't know that that's bad.
No. So you
Green in
guys,
the face is pretty normal.
you guys have let's see, 10 miles per hour is roughly how many days travel for 200 miles? Oh wait, that's not that far, is it?
It's a
10.
couple days.
Yeah, it's 20 hours. So it's a day, right? If you go nonstop. So you travel for about 24 hours, and you're approaching this area, or you believe you'll be approaching this area at night. Is there anything you guys want to do during this 24 hours? You guys can rest and stuff like that if you want. Work on
I
things.
tinker.
I tinker too.
Staravash is he has earned my respect at this point. With a failed attempt to knock me out with a headbutt.
Yeah.
So I take to a little friendly wrestle.
Wrestle? Okay.
You can knock him out.
In the safety lines. No, this is training.
Oh, cool. Very cool. He accepts it. and he seems to get a lot better during this training. Vaughn has had some feelings, right? New feelings on the inside about giants and different humanoids.
Well, I don't know a lot about giants. But I know a lot about humanoids. They're kind of like giants, so I've been studying them, and yeah, I think I'm gonna someday be really good at fighting giants. Right now, I'm pretty good at fighting humanoids. They're more available right now to study, but
You've been kind of attuning to like your natural surroundings with all of this exploration that you've been doing over this entire journey. You're really starting to take to nature, and you're capable of getting your bearings very easily. Over the next few hours, you guys are able to take a long rest, and you basically end this montage just outside of 2 miles from where you believe WildDog is.
I do take, right at the end of it, I take 10 minutes to pinch some salt, pinch some pepper, pinch some soot.
And throwing them over your shoulder?
Yep, and I cast Comprehend Languages as a ritual.
All right. Excellent.
And I explained to the dog that he has, the whole dog house is his. I know he has to share it with the other people. On the ship, but it is the dog house, so not to let anyone boss him around in that part of the ship.
The dog like is looking at you, and then he just kind of circles and then lays down for a nap. All right. So there's a call from the top of the balloon up near Hio's nest, and it is a one-eyed Joe who you've seen running around the ship
A long time ago.
A long time ago. No one knows where he goes, but you found out it's actually up in the crow's nest. He is the spotter. He lost sight in one eye. It's just covered in cataracts. It looks like he got maybe. Yes, it's cotton colored, and he looks like he might have gotten in a fight with a crag cat a long time ago. Anyways, he calls out. He says, "WildDog, ahead!" They start to slow the ship down, very noticeably. Actually, it's starting to creep. You think you'll be there in a couple minutes. All right. Any last minute changes? Are you guys doing? Are you stopping the ship and casting the spell?
Yeah, I'm casting a spell.
Okay.
So
So Lucky says to you, Kinian. He says, "Aye, Captain. We can't really stop, as you know, but we'll circle here. Is there a signal you want us to look for if shit goes sideways, or I mean, we want to try and be of much help as possible, but we want to stay out of your way as well."
Which is wise.
Can we clearly see WildDog?
Not really. Not from where you're at. One-Eyed Joe was able to, but mainly from his perspective. He's able to see like good outlines. Right now there's a pretty good fog down below.
Oh, perfect.
It seems like cooler air and the warm ground have created, just a basic layer of fog in the area, especially with the rumbling stream that might be there.
The little one will send his owl if we need you to bring the ship around.
Aye. All right. So he just starts
I pull up my hat.
taking small circles.
Pull
Okay.
up my hat. I whisper into my hat. "Don't worry, Hootie. I won't let the bad man hurt you."
Oh my gosh.
And okay, cool.
man, you know what would be really nice right now? My staff. If only I hadn't lost it. Sucks.
Lost your staff?
Yeah, I think I left it on that ship.
I found a staff. I don't think it's yours though.
But
But here you go. Happy birthday.
dude, this is my staff.
No.
No?
Your staff is made out of spiders.
What's this?
It's made of adamantite.
This is clearly my staff. Well, thank you for the gift.
My staff is clearly.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, you guys
I won't do that.
turn into fog,
Cloud.
a cloud, and you start flittering towards Girardot. So let me paint a verbal picture real quick of what you see and as you approach. So, what you come upon is a large hill that is creature made. It is not natural. It looks like a massive beaver dam with logs from the clear-cut area around, all stacked, interweaved, and packed with mud. There's a few different points in the lower area of this dam that looks a lot like caves. On top of this sits a pretty rustic-looking house that looks like it's made for giant-sized creatures. To the west of this house, right next to it, is a large guard tower. It sits a good 80 feet up in the air. It is already on a plateau that sits slightly above the base of this giant's house, 80 foot up from there. Inside this guard tower, you can see low lights and you can see hobgoblins playing a game of cards. As you're kind of circling up above to get a good look of everything, you see a dock in the back on the north end of this house that goes out to this now looks like a lake. It's this dammed up river has swelled and is flooding the area behind this house. There are a couple of relief streams, but you can see down below the house it is pretty barren, and it kind of smells. It smells like there's rotted vegetation and stuff like that as you approach. And as you are getting closer and closer to this house, it smells like crap.
Awesome.
It smells like absolute dung. You notice in your circling that there is a giant fire pit with these small huts, and these blue orcs are sitting around this fire. Some of them are wrestling, and a couple of them are drinking. They are very close to about 300 sheep. It's a gratuitous amount of sheep. All in section pens that are on the east side of this building. There's staged plateaus that a path cuts into that go up from the sheep and into this building. Next to the building on these plateaus is a big rock that looks to be about the size of the main entrance. It's laying right next to the door. And then above that rock is an even taller rock that sits 60 feet high. It has, it looks like it's a pretty good vantage point. You can see there are some sentries circling this area. There's a person that is, or a hobgoblin that is basically in step, just kind of pacing the docks on the north end. And then you see a couple troops of goblins, 3 or 4 per troop, and they're walking up this winding path that go into the big building. How long do you want to circle for?
I think 2 or 3 times would give us just enough of a general idea.
Okay, so just a couple of minutes.
I'm keeping an eye out for the dire beavers.
You don't see them here. All right, so you're circling for a couple minutes, and that's basically what you guys see.
Okay.
So, are you going with the plan and entering through the docks?
I am at least.
Okay.
So,
What's that?
We should take out the tower.
How many guards are in the tower?
4.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad then.
guys, let's do the tower. I'm down with
Are
the
you
tower.
guys able to communicate in this form?
It doesn't say.
Okay. All right. We'll say that you
I'm
can
a voice upon
communicate.
the
that.
wind.
Yes.
Did you guys get that?
We can speak cloud now.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
we're
That's
clouds.
That's how I'll treat it. You guys are able to speak the air elemental language.
That's
just
even
naturally.
fancier.
Yes.
I can
So-
understand it.
Yes. You all can naturally understand it and speak it.
Maybe we all recorporealize like underneath the tower where they can't see us, and then we can sneak on them.
You could. So this tower is like, it looks like a siege tower, but without wheels. There's windows all the way around, so you can see 360 from this tower.
So it doesn't have a solid foundation then?
It's in the it's a solid
I mean, if
foundation.
we materialize right against the wall, they're probably not looking.
Oh yes,
exactly
yeah,
down,
yeah, you're
so-
right. But
Do you see the gong?
oh yes, yeah, it's right in the center of the guards tower. Each goblin is sitting down and playing cards. They are not looking out on their posts like
we
they
go.
probably should be. They seem pretty confident that nobody's going to attack, and it's night, so nobody's going to be checking on
Are
them.
there windows, or is it just open?
Open
air?
area.
Open air.
Yep.
I'm gonna rematerialize on top of the tower, like on the roof of the tower.
All right. We'll do that.
I have some rope.
I'm with Minette then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll all
Okay,
do that.
so you
Sounds
guys-
like we're on top of the
Yes.
tower.
You guys, as one cloud, just kind of move towards the top of the tower, and you set down light like a cloud. You
Ooh, like-
start to materialize as it takes you 1 minute. The roof itself is like a thick, strong thatched roof from all of the green twigs, and it seems to be holding. It seems to be holding your weight pretty well. When you fully materialize, you are all standing where? You want to be towards the center, towards the edge. How do you want to do this?
I would
Near one of
just-
the corners.
Okay.
Sorry.
I want
Edge.
to be kind of where the support beams are.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
not worried about
Okay.
falling through.
That'd be
Let's see, I'm 25 pounds. I'm carrying a 35-pound sack. Or 15-pound sack, sorry. That's the weight of the bag of holding.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be, not on support.
Okay. You guys fully materialize, and I need everyone to give me a stealth check. Oh wait, they're not rolling.
I don't realize that I'm still a couple inches above the roof when I materialize.
Oh no.
I got a 7 and whatever Stairvash has.
A 7 and Stairvash.
13 for Stairvash.
All right.
I made a 24.
17.
Okay.
7 as well.
7. So 2 7s, and 24 and a 17, right? What did Tin have?
I said 12. Sorry.
12. Cool. So, you all are now materialized, and you hear a little bit of creaking from Bon and from Minette, but you guys are able to work as a group to kind of stabilize them, and the creaking doesn't sound unlike maybe just settling of the building. You don't hear any noise from the hobgoblins suggesting that they're on alert. They're just kind of playing cards.
You see me go 5, 4, 3.
Can we see through the
2.
thatch at all?
Not really.
Not
It's
really.
pretty thick. Yes.
You see, like,
Well, before
my
you,
demeanor change, and I jump through the thatched roof.
well, I was gonna say before you do that, like I'm trying to point, like like I'll take this one guy type thing,
Okay.
and you just.
I just
while
jump
I'm doing
through
that.
the roof.
Simultaneously with that, I'm
Yeah.
grab the roof and acrobat flip it.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll give you all the ability to see Kenyan's like demeanor and his want to jump through the roof, and you can you can easily set
Yep.
up for whatever entry you want. Okay.
I'm gonna follow behind the hole that he makes.
Okay.
If he's making a hole, then yes.
It's a big
Let's
hole.
let's just crash down.
I'm going opposite side of wherever his hole is.
I'm
Alright.
known for
Let's
famously
just
huge
crash
holes.
down, like, you know,
Damn.
all of the thatch and
Okay.
pieces of wood just fall on them, and we fall on them.
Okay.
And then we can kill them.
So you want to
No.
fall on top of them?
But they're being enslaved by the giants.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. They
Kill.
might
They're
be
bad.
being
We're
hired
gonna
by
kill
the
them.
giants, but
Starvash says, "Don't kill them. Try to do non-lethal. Hit them with the flat of your blade, please. I don't know what you're gonna do for your cannon.
I look at my mace.
Wing them."
My mace that ends in a starburst.
Yeah. He says, "Just please don't kill them. We might be able to convert them." And Kinian jumps through. Right on top of the table. Okay, so poker chips go flying everywhere. Bond zips around the overhang on the opposite side, and the Keo, Manette, and Tin follow in behind Kinian. Is that correct? Okay, so
Although I try to go through the hole
yeah.
and get to the top of the gong to cut it down.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay, so Keo, you go straight for the gong.
I am going to go for the bottom of the gong and support it. Like grab it.
We're
Yes,
doing this whole like
Keo doesn't
Assassin's
think
Creed
that.
thing.
Yeah.
So.
I like it. And Kinian,
I go for a double grapple.
you grab two by the throat.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, go for it. Try
how
it.
many are in there?
4.
4.
16 plus strength.
22 for the first one.
Oh, yeah, he's grappled. So 17.
21 for the second one.
Yep, they're both grappled.
I got these two.
They can't shout. What do you want to do, Bon?
I'm going to knock out the other two.
Okay.
Try at least.
You do like a stunning,
Just
stunning punch.
Fist of
Just
unbroken air.
a fist or a staff hit with that
Okay.
strike thing that I can do.
All right. Go ahead and do your thing.
Stunning strike. Yeah, that's what's called.
Okay. Yep.
First one, 14.
A 14 misses.
The second one's 20.
Okay.
So that,
Modified 20, right?
yeah.
All right. I assume so. I didn't hear a bunch of cats.
And then they need to make a con save. Yeah, con save.
Con saves? Okay. 7.
That does not make it.
Nope.
He's
I
stunned.
didn't. Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
one is stunned.
lash out with my foot at the other one.
All right.
For a 19.
That hits.
Con save.
11.
Does not make it. They're both stunned for a round.
He hits him in the hobnobblies.
How much damage do you do?
Hobgoblies, I guess.
11 damage to the first one,
Okay, the first one topples. Just whoop.
and 7 damage to the second one.
All right.
And then I would
Okay.
say, quick, tie these guys up.
The first one that you hit, just a sack of potatoes. His eyes roll to the back of his head, and is knocked out. The other one, you hit him right near the inside of his armpit, striking one of the nerve centers, and he just freezes, taking 7 damage. Kinian has got 2 by the throat, and Tin, what do you want to do? There is 1 that's paralyzed and 2 that are restrained or grappled.
Well, Bon, what are you wanting to do with?
Time up.
Yeah, he just said. Let's
But I
tie
mean,
these
like,
guys.
do you want some of them conscious
Yeah.
to interrogate, or do you just want them all knocked out and tied up?
Starvash wants us not to kill them.
Okay.
You lady hog goblins in the
I guess I go to knock out one of the ones that Kenyan's grappling.
Okay. All right. So just Plump.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your attack.
At advantage.
Yep.
Because he's grappled.
Because he's grappled.
So 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And then how would I do damage? Just like
You're just hitting him with the back of your maul.
yeah.
Just
Or
the
just
same
thingies.
same
Okay.
deal. We're not gonna make that too complicated.
Not for CR one.
Yeah, it's heft is heft.
6 damage.
6 damage. All right. He does not knock out, but he looks bloodied. All right, Starevash has a turn.
Ties up the one guy that's not unconscious.
Okay, the paralyzed guy.
Yep.
Okay. He is restrained now. Excellent. Theo and Manette are about halfway through disabling this gong. We've got one guy that is paralyzed and restrained, and the other two are restrained. Those two are going to try to break the grapple. None of them can shout.
20,
18.
29.
Yeah. They're still restrained. We'll start with Kinian. What do you want to do?
I want to knock their heads together.
Boom. Okay, cool. Yeah. So go ahead and just roll a strength check.
Just one die, or at this point, because
Yeah, it's a strength. You're not trying to make a hit. You're just seeing how hard you're smashing them together. So do a strength check.
I'll just do one.
So hopefully
'Cause I
you'll
don't
be
wanna-
able to
I don't want
hit.
to kill them.
Yeah.
23.
23.
Or am
Okay.
I just adding strength?
It's just strength.
20.
20. Okay. They are knocked out. They fail their con save, and they just go. Whoop.
Is there alcohol on the table?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
I start
alcohol
drinking.
here. So you just like
Well, you continue drinking.
I continue drinking.
you
Let's
drop
go.
them to the floorboards, and you move your way over to the card table to where you smashed in, and there's a couple bottles like next to the wall, and you uncork it and start drinking.
I don't even sniff it, I just start drinking.
Yep. And
Better if you don't smell it first.
I need Minette and Keo to do a group dex check. You're trying to make sure that after these ropes are cut, that it falls gracefully.
Check or save.
Save. So, yep, dex, please.
Nice.
Since the save, I had a 20.
Oh, ballers.
17.
Oh yeah, this thing just goes, boom, and it sits on the floorboards there. You still see out yonder, near where the orc's fire pit is. You see some rustling, and a troop of goblins are starting to make their way out and around. It's going to take them a little bit to get to you guys, but you think they're on their way to you. The crashing into the roof seems to maybe have minorly alerted a troop of goblins. And Starevash says, I wouldn't be surprised if these four fight. I mean, they gamble all the time. And he punches them to knock them out. So, he handshakes them. That's what he does. He headbutts the... Bam, 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 bam. He handshakes him and headbutts the guy, and he just blacks out.
No, I'm quickly.
I laugh and throw the
I'm
bottle
stripping one of
to
the.
him.
He
One
catches
thing.
it, and he just like gloop, 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 gloop.
I'm stripping one of the knocked out
Yep.
hobgoblins,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna hand the clothes to Starevash,
Okay. He's like,
hoping he gets
Oh.
that. Yeah.
okay, yeah. And he starts to put it on. Shunk. All right. So you guys have resolved that. So that's 4 hobgoblins. You find on each of these guys is a purse of coins. You find 17 gold pieces among these hobgoblins. On their coin purse, there is a deck of cards strewn across the ground if someone wants to pick it up. It's a deck of playing cards.
Keo has time for games. He's gonna play some 52 pickup.
Okay. You do see off in the distance, these goblins are disappearing in the shadow because there's not enough light to cover all of the grounds. These oil lamps aren't really working that great as flood lamps, but you see them, most of their travel up, and they start working their way up the ladders that work their way up to the thing.
While they're doing this, I cast guidance on Staravash.
On Staravash?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Alter Self to make myself look like a goblin of the Deepfoot clan.
Oh, okay. All right. They get up to the edge of the guard tower, and they shout up it. They say, "Hey, is everything all right up there?" Staravash just kind of looks at you guys like, yeah, okay. And he pops his head out, and he's like, "Oi, what the hell are you doing out here?" And they're like, "Oh, is everything good?" And he's like, "Yeah, get the fuck back to your post." And he's, we're sorry. And they do like a really bad like.
I attempt to help him by going, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm so clumsy.
Staravash
all right,
has some anger issues.
So, charisma check from you and Staravash.
Staravash has guidance.
Guidance. Okay.
Extra D4.
What is? Go ahead and roll, Adam.
Is this
we'll do,
persuasion or deception?
Deception.
Deception. Sorry, 18.
I'm guessing
That's why we gave him guidance, Adam.
Yep.
With advantage because he's a hobgoblin? And that's what they're expecting up there.
True.
What did you roll? Keo?
18.
18? Okay. What did you
If you
get?
say less than 12, I'm going to be very, very
I
sad.
think it's 11.
11.
Fuck.
I didn't want to be sad, Adam, but I got sad.
Oh, wasn't he trying to intimidate him though?
What? I don't know.
Staravash.
It doesn't matter. Your assistants basically did it in. They like pull back and they're like, "Oh, yes, sorry about that. We'll be on our way now. You know, Guh has been kind of she's been kind of worried about, you know, attackers and stuff."
I throw an empty bottle out the window.
And
Don't come back!
and Staravash plays off of it and is like, "Get the fuck out of here! You're ruining the game!" And they're like, "Oh god, okay." And they like rush off into the darkness, down the steps and the stairs, and they rush back up past the orcs. So, well done.
I'm glad we gave him guidance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would have been an 8.
Staravash, while he's pulling his head back, he kind of looks to everybody and is like, "Hey, I see an entrance to this house. It's just to the left of us. It's right on this second tier here. Maybe we should go through it."
The one that's
me.
almost part of the docks, but not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I'm good with that.
I grab another bottle and start drinking it, and say, "It's probably for the best if those orcs don't see me."
Why?
I kind of recognize them, and they'll recognize me.
Who are they?
Sister clan.
Come on, you can tell me.
They.
Your old buddy
Yeah,
mine.
okay.
Let's just say that they'll recognize me and my axe.
Well, they're gonna recognize that I'm an elf and shouldn't be there.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that they won't like me.
Point being, they're already. If they see me, they're probably going to attack us anyways.
Well, if they attack us, we can't let any of them get away.
I know.
Why?
Yeah, why? Says Staravash.
To protect his clan from their clan.
Yeah, we've got to protect my clan. If there's word of me being sighted, it could cause a war between our tribes.
Just throw some mud on your face.
Well, we don't want any guards that see us to escape anyway, because then they could warn other people.
I don't think they're dark orcs.
Servash is like, but what would mud do? Kenyan's already really dark skinned.
It
Do you have,
ruins
like,
features.
clan sigils on you that you could just take off? Or are they going to recognize you personally?
They'll recognize me personally.
Okay.
If you want, we could have Stairvash punch you in the face and like break your nose.
And he starts cracking his knuckles.
We could
You
find
could
like
try.
we could find like a paper bag and cut out 2 eye holes. Put like a paper bag on you.
Servash says, that might do.
I pull out my wrench. I can make you look a little funny.
He already looks a little funny.
Hey, funnier.
It's probably more of an issue of my skin color combined with my tribal tattoos, and my family's axe is well known among my orc tribe, and this sister tribe. It was a cause of a civil war.
It's not illusion.
These orcs are bad guys, right?
They're not exactly as civilized as me.
I think I should
Stairvash,
scout ahead.
we can't let them get away. We can't let word get out.
Yeah, Stairvash says, I don't see a reason for this anyways, though. We're not gonna pass by these orcs if we go through that door down there. We're gonna
It's
go
okay, we'll
straight
liberate
into the
them.
house.
I know.
Without me.
Let's go
It'll be
through.
alright, just-
Let's go through the
just come with
house.
us.
All right.
You guys want to enter this door as Stairvash suggested, or
Yep.
do you want to do
Yep.
something else?
Nope.
Okay.
I walk behind Stairvash, hood up, head down, fully.
Is there
armed.
Okay. Stairvash starts the stealth.
was there any platters or anything?
Up there? No.
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 I didn't have
Silver
a plate.
platters, is that what you're getting at?
No, just like dishes or whatever that. they
No,
serve.
no.
Servanty type things.
Yeah,
Stairvash.
No.
I was working on my cover.
I mean, he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Fine. yeah, no, he's you guys might be able to cover his non-stealthiness if you guys want to continue this stuff.
I stealth at a 24.
I stay with the party for once.
Okay,
Oh,
Kyo's
okay.
at the front of the group. Then.
I stealth at a 20.
15.
So good, in fact, I am walking on walls.
Nice.
Anybody else want to walk on walls?
7?
Yes.
7?
I have disadvantage.
Oh.
I'm not good at stealth.
Let's see. I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Q does, but it goes counter the whole plan.
So, you guys start to approach the door, not as stealthy as you would have hoped, but there's nothing really you guys can do about it.
They're not gonna expect us.
The closer you get to this archway, you see a very heavy leather curtain blocking the door, and you can hear on the other side of this curtain is a lot of bustling. You hear pots and pans, and you hear a little halfling voice on the other side. It is not Eifer, and he says, "Get your hands off me! No, stop! Hey everybody, it's Alan, your DM, and I wanted to say thank you from the cast and crew for listening to Roll with Advantage. We really appreciate it. If you feel like you want to support the podcast or even want to get on the podcast in all sorts of different ways, go ahead and check us out at Patreon, patreon.com/rollwithadvantage. We've got all sorts of different support structures that have got fun little things for each of the levels. If you can't support monetarily, comments and subscriptions go a very long ways. So if you could comment in iTunes or on YouTube, that would help out the podcast so much. We also love to interact with our fans. If you use the hashtag #RollWithAdvantage on Twitter, or you can post in our subreddit, we will be happy to engage with you guys. It's a super fun way to get to know some of us and
You get to ask questions about your favorite characters or about the world, what's going on in the background, stuff like that. We also want to say a big thank you for Incompetech.com and BattleBards for letting us use their music and sound effects. They do a fantastic job, and I highly suggest you guys go check them out. Just beautiful work from everybody there. For a full list of the pieces we use, go ahead and check out the description, and you'll find it there. So, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye!